Well, we've just seen Outrage, and one of the things for me, the minute the movie begins, it feels different, and we see the rapist in plain sight, which to me it's almost more chilling because it's this horrible sense of suspense. You see Mela Powers, she comes on, she's full of life. I thought that again, that sense of violence, it's right in front of you, and she doesn't see it. And I think that because the film is 1950, and as I say, it's not a time where we would expect an unhappy story.
Well, you think of the 50s as a time when very little was talked about that wasn't pleasant.
Yes.
And of course, rape would be at the top of that list. And to have this as a subject of such an important film is something.
Yes, and a beautiful scene for me is that, you know, when she experiences again this kind of post-traumatic stress and of the act of violence, and she runs away again, but somehow the soldier knows she's going to come back. And what I loved about their relationship was, again, Ida Lupino had the sensitivity to not make it a sexual relationship.
Absolutely, and to establish, no, we will be friends.
Yeah.
We will be friends for life. We will stay connected. I mean, absolutely beautiful.
And that ability, I just thought, you know, again, with Ida Lupino, and she's, you know, written the script, that ability for us, it's not a happy ending, but she's going to be okay.
No,
she's
exactly.
not going to run anymore. And there's that the beautiful scene where he's, you know, playing the piano, and she comes back in and in a sense almost gives up.
And she allows a lot of quiet.
Yeah.
There is a lot of quiet, which we just, as moviegoers today, are not used to.
Yes.
And I really admired this watching it again. Sometimes quiet takes courage to put up there, and it has to stand alone, and it does, and it's used beautifully, I think,
it
in
very
this film.
does. She uses a lot of great technical high angles to make the girl feel that she's alone and that she's isolated.
I mean, talk about isolated. You know, we talked about the women directors of the teens and 20s and into the 30s. I mean, they had that great, vibrant community of each other, and that they could take care of each other and encourage each other. And Ida Lupino was really alone. The grit and determination it took for her to keep making these movies. I mean, for something like over a decade.
Right.
Every meeting of the Directors Guild, any speaker would stand up and say, "Gentlemen and Miss Lupino, gentlemen and Miss Lupino." I mean, that's how isolated she was.
Well, she was courageous, and it's a brave film. I feel it's a masterpiece. I really think that movie needs to be reevaluated.
And again, she made many more. Look them up.
Yes, certainly a trailblazer, for sure. So up next, we're going to jump ahead 2 decades with a film directed by the wonderful Elaine May. So stay with us.
This